Welcome to my channel Chubby Views. Today in this video you will know about biography of Idi Amin, brutal dictator of Uganda. Idi Amin was also known as Idi Amin Dada Ume and he was born on 1923 in Kaboko, Uganda, and his parents were Andreas Niebuhr and Asa Ate. And Idi Amin's wives are Malyamu, K, Nora, Madina, Sara Kolyaba, and his children are unknown, but they have estimated his children must be 32 to 54. Idi Amin, who became known as the Butcher of Uganda for his brutal despotic rules as a president of Uganda in 1970s, is perhaps the most notorious of Africa's post-independence dictators. Amin seized powers in a military coup in 1971, ruled over Uganda for 8 years, and imprisoned or killed at least 1 lakh of his opponents. He was ousted in 1979 by Ugandan nationalists, after which he went into exile. Idi Amin Dada Ume was born around 1923 near Kaboko in the West Nile province of what is now the Republic of Uganda. Deserted by his father at an early age, he was brought up by his mother, an herbalist and diviner. Amin was a member of the Kwakwa ethnic group, a small Islamic tribe that had settled in the region. Amin received little formal education. In 1946, he joined Britain colonial African troops known as the King's African Rifles and served in Burma, Somalia, Kenya, and Uganda. Although he was considered a skilled soldier, Amin developed a reputation for cruelty and was almost cashiered on the several occasions for his excessive brutality during interrogations. Nevertheless, he rose through the ranks, reaching Sergeant Major before finally being made as an Effendi, the highest rank possible for a black African serving in the British Army. Amin was also as an accomplished athlete, holding Uganda's light heavyweight boxing championship title from 1951 to 1960. In 1972, Amin declared economic war on Uganda's Asian population, a group that dominated Uganda's trade and manufacturing sectors as well as a significant portion of the civil service. 70,000 Asian holders of British passport were given 3 months to leave country and hand over abundant business to Amin. Amin made diplomatic ties with Britain and nationalized 85 British-owned business. After his military training in UK, on his return to Uganda in 1964, Amin was promoted to major and got the task of dealing with the army in mutiny. His success led to a promotion to colonel. In 1965, Abbott and Amin were implicated in deal to smuggle gold, coffee and ivory out of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. A parliamentary investigation added by President Edward Mutebi Muse II put Abbott on defensive. Abbott promoted Amin to general and made his chief of staff, had 5 ministers arrested and suspended 1962 constitution and declared himself president. Mutesa president was forced into exile in 1966 after government forces. Amin strengthened his position with the army using funds obtained from the smuggling and from supplying arms to rebels in southern Sudan. He also developed ties with the British and Israeli agents in the country. When Abbott was president, he set Amin under house arrest, but it failed and he was sidelined to non-executive position in the army on Jan 25, 1971. When Abbott was president, in the meeting in Singapore, Amin led a coup d'etat, that taking control and declaring himself as an president. And Amin formed a killer squad to hunt down Abbott's supporters. President Mutesa, ex-president, had died in exile in 1969. Amin's killer squad were officially had titles as a State Research Bureau and Public Safety Unit, were responsible for hundreds and thousands of murders. Amin personally ordered the execution of Archbishop of Uganda, the Chancellor of Makerere College, the Governor of Bank of Uganda, and several of his own parliamentary ministers. Popular legends claims that Amin was involved in blood rituals and cannibalism. More authoritative sources suggested that he may have suffered from hypomania, a form of maniacal depression categorized by irritation behavior and emotional outburst. In October 1978, without assistance of Libyan troops, Amin attempted to capture Tanzania. In return to Tanzanian President Julius Nyerere sent troops into Ugandan and captured Ugandan capital of Kampala. Then Amin fled to Libya and stayed 10 years. and then he relocated to Saudi Arabia. Due to multiple organ failures, Amin died in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia on August 16, 2003. His legacy remains as a brutal reign of Amin's, as had been subjected of numerous books, documentaries and dramatic films, including Ghosts of Kampala, The Last King of Scotland and General Idi Amin Dada. A self-portrait, Amin is now considered one of the history's cruelest dictators. Historians believe his regime was responsible for at least 1 lakh deaths and possibly many more. Idi Amin was history's great dictator and he has done a great deeds.
I think we are the first now country in Africa today who have got many women managers than other countries. We have got how many manager women? We have got 4 managers and we have got another 2 assistant managers. As a doctor, you must be very clean, very smart, behave very well like a person, and also you are not too drunk. You are the one who should advise the public. You should advise General Amin not to drink. This is very important, because also to drink and overdrunk, it is not very good. You will not even enjoy more, because you will not even have sense. But if you drink very little, you feel very happy, very proud, and you talk to your people. That will be, I'm just advising you.
Thanks for watching my video. If you like my video, subscribe to my channel, click the like button and click the bell icon to know my new updates.